Today's university traces its roots to the monasteries of medieval Europe, which during that long dark time kept the embers of science, art, literature, culture, and religion from burning out completely, to be perhaps lost and forgotten for all time. It was the mission of those mostly impoverished monks to pass the accumulated fund of knowledge and understanding from one generation to the next, such that a small flicker of light would continue to burn. That there was eventually a renaissance, and that Western civilization would go on to enshrine liberty as a right of divine creation, and to eventually lift the majority of its people from the clutches of poverty, hunger, and disease, is testimony to the value of what we now call universities. Thus, the tragedy of recent episodes at Yale and Missouri University. At Yale, manufactured outrage over a rather benign faculty email suggesting that students simmer down concerning supposedly offensive Halloween costumes has become a national story. In Missouri, it's worse. President Tim Brown has been forced by a small but loud mob of students to step down from his post as the price for being insufficiently outraged over the racial rantings of a drunken student. University faculties that have for several decades now actually encouraged a victim mentality among their students are now finding out what happens when that mentality reaches critical mass. So much for the mission of passing down the culture and the accumulated body of knowledge from one generation to the next. What universities are now creating is called permanent adolescence. And to think that students and their families go into debt for it. That's my word. What's yours? Go to youtellmetexas.com and you tell me. And follow me on Twitter @PaulGleiser.